This feels like a Maya episode they just like changed the names on. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 11th episode of the show, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, as well as the 304th episode overall titled Silent Sleep. We start this episode at a horse stable. Maya is there with horses, and Damon and Leo come up talking about how amazing she is with animals. She says she needs another person to exercise a horse, and Damon volunteers Leo, who tries to walk away. So does Damon too. Maya tells them to stop, asking if they're afraid. They say no, and she says, just toss a coin. Damon tells Leo he has to do it, and then he'll cook dinner tonight. Leo says no for a week. Damon agrees, and Leo is off to go do it. Riveting stuff. Damon gives a sarcastic wave as they leave, and suddenly Leo is off. You know what? This isn't the episode I had burned in my memory, and now it's all very confusing. Leo's thrown off the horse, which should be like really painful, but he's totally fine. Leo gets up realizing that Mike's dog tags fell off of him. He gets them out of the dirt and he puts them back on. Also, Damon makes fun of him. Meanwhile, a monster named jellyfish has arrived at the Japanese city somewhere that's apparently on TerraVenture, sending out a little umbrella-like thing that's like his head, which spins around and fires lasers down, which seems to make everyone suddenly cold. Guys, I really thought this episode was going to be about a birthday cake. Apparently, everything getting cold also makes everyone fall asleep. Like everyone. Well, except this dog. The Rangers are running around in horror movie lighting, and how are they fine? They find the people passed out and they say that they're frozen. They hear from Alpha how jellyfish is coming their way, and they see his umbrella. They follow it, finding him. The Rangers talk shit, and there's no background music here, which is kind of weird. Leo takes him on, taking out the Quasar Saber, running forward, but he has a saber of his own, hitting him back. He then stings all 5 Rangers, and the monster tells him to stay cool, which is kind of hilarious, running away. Leo wants to go after him, but he turns around and sees that everyone else is passed out. On the megaship, they're trying to warm everyone back up, and Alpha is frozen too, shutting down. Leo is the only one not frozen for some reason. He's very confused. He remembers getting hit, and then he realizes that Mike's dog tags took the hit. He tries to take his jet jammer, but it won't start because I guess it's too cold. So is his undeserved motorcycle. Well, alright. Jellyfish has the colony helpless, and he plans to find the lights of Orion. Scorpius then sends Tetron from the Scorpion Stinger to go get the lights. He starts to leave, and Trakina stops him, saying that she wants to go with him to get the lights. She flirts with him a bit, and Tetron reluctantly agrees to this as long as her dad doesn't find out. Leo's walking around realizing that everyone's frozen except for this bird in a cage. Then the umbrella flies by again and he runs after it. He turns a corner, finding Tetron and Trakina in this cool warrior armor. They send Stingwingers at him, and he morphs midair. He goes after Trakina, but Tetron saves her, though she gets knocked down. Tetron gets mad, sending her back to the ship, which seems to really piss her off. Leo keeps fighting, firing his trans dagger at the Stingwingers and hitting Tetron back. Tetron tells him to fuck off, running. Leo then sees that someone else isn't frozen out of the corner of his eye, and he runs after him, fighting the Magna Defender, who just casually gets the lights of Orion and puts them in a box. What the hell? Leo begs for the lights to unfreeze the colony, and Magna Defender says, nope. Leo asks again, and Magna Defender hits him back. Magna Defender says that he must use the lights to kill Scorpius, and Leo says that the bigger mission is saving the lives, and the two take out their weapons at a standstill. Magna Defender then fires, and the two start to brawl. Leo hits the lights out of Magna Defender's hands, running and grabbing them out of midair, but he gets struck again, dropping them. The two are still fighting, and Magna Defender calls Leo weak for this. Leo takes out his Trans Dagger, which doesn't do much compared to the Magna Blaster. Leo goes for the lights, and he gets shot in the back. Magna Defender fires again, missing Leo and accidentally freeing the lights. He leaves to go after the lights, and Leo has to figure out how to get the colony to be okay. He then realizes that animals are fine because this bunny just went by. Okay. Leo goes to the horse stable, and he grabs some stirrups, approaching a horse slowly. He then decides to talk to this horse about how he needs its help. Dude, just do what you gotta do. He's just letting this horse go by over and over again until it starts coming nearby, and then it stops, waiting patiently for him. Leo puts the stuff on the horse, climbing aboard, and the horse is clearly over this. God, I hope this horse was taken care of on set, but probably not. Leo gets it under control, and he's ready to ride into battle, jumping over the fence to leave. Meanwhile, Jellyfish apparently has a horse of his own. He goes after the lights and he gets them, but then they just shatter because they're fake. Excuse me, what? Then Leo is behind him, now morphed on his horse, who also has like a Red Ranger helmet thing on because he needed to match. The two charge and hit each other, clearly just jousting at this point. Jellyfish is getting away, and Leo goes after him, and it's turning into a sword fight while on horse, which actually is not like the worst thing the show has ever done. They charge, leaping off of their horses, and now they're circling each other on the ground, and Leo has won, slashing Jellyfish. He falls to the ground, and he sees that Zika's knife is actually in Jellyfish's back. What? Magic Defender shows up saying that the lights were a decoy. What? But Leo apparently ruined his plan, and Leo, like the audience, says, I didn't know. Seriously, what is going on? Jellyfish then just is giant out of nowhere, so Magic Defender calls out the Torozord growing giant. He kicks Jellyfish back and he tells him to tell him what he knows about the lights. And Jellyfish says, nah. So they charge at each other, having another giant sword fight. Magic Defender hits Jellyfish back, calling for the Defender Torozord, which he forms. Then he uses his spinning attack, blowing Jellyfish up. Bye. Everyone on Terra Venture and the Megaship are waking up, and Leo asks if they're okay viewing the viewing monitor. They are. On the Scorpion Stinger, Scorpius is yelling at Tretron about how Trakina should have never been into battle, and Tretron lies, saying that she actually just followed him without him even knowing. Scorpius tells him to leave, and Trakina is in the hallway, telling Tretron that he said that his lips were sealed, and he admits he had to do what he had to do there. Mana Defender runs into Leo, who says thank you. He says he wasn't there to help Leo, he was looking to kill Scorpius's baddies. Leo points out that he saved the whole colony, and Mana Defender says that Leo just wants to believe he's a good guy. But he should just give it up. After Zika died, his heart died with it. He now lives in total darkness. Bye, the end. This episode's better than I thought it would be. Sure, the horse thing is a little weird and an odd setup for Japanese footage, but it was nice to see some solo fighting going on with Jellyfish. Also, I love a night fight, so I appreciate this episode for that alone. However, once again, we're just kind of banging the drum of Magic Defender have to be good, but he's like mean. And also, the lights of Orion are nowhere to be seen, even though there were apparently decoy lights this week. I mean, seriously, who made those? Where did that come from? It looks like next time we'll be talking about that episode that I kind of thought this one was, because the episode title makes sense. But until then, may the power protect you.